Welcome to Shep Rambles, where I am Shep and I tend to ramble about what? Anything and everything. And lately I've been just kind of doing some videos on Flight Simulator or Flight Simulator related stuff rather than some of the other things that I've done, like news and stuff going on. Although I do have some stuff planned that I want to record. Right now I'm working on flight sim stuff, and some things have come up that I wanted to do some videos on, and I want to make sure my Shep Rambles series is still going in some respect. So, came across this piece of news in regards to ORBX, which is like the bomb. I mean, when it comes to scenery, nobody does it better than ORBX. It costs a little, but they're just awesome at what they do. So they're going to be releasing the True Earth US Washington. I hope this is just the first stage of many in regards to them releasing states. Don't just do Washington and Oregon and parts of Montana. Will you please, for the Lord of flight simulation gods, will you please start doing each of the states? Not just some of them, not just part of them. Do the whole state. I want to see Washington and they've already done California. I want to see Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Ohio, Chicago, for crying out loud. Well, that's not a state. Illinois. Illinois, Indiana. You know what I mean? I want to see that because they've been not only they've been using photorealistic scenery in addition to all the 3D autogen and trees and everything that they normally do. They're putting all that together, so it just looks absolutely fantastic. Whereas I've got FSX Steam that has ORBX. The global FTX, which looks great, but when you're flying over the states, it's not exactly accurate. Looks great though, but sometimes it's just kind of nice to fly over a state and not see the same type of thing. You can say like, oh, this is cool, that's cool, and I can only get that by using Mega Scenery Earth, which I use on the FSX Boxed Edition. But on these specific regions that ORBX has been doing, they take the best of both worlds and put them together, and it's just absolutely amazing. And this right here, True Earth US Washington, is going to be released for X-Plane, and this is covering like over 91,000 square miles, which is most of the state of Washington. How can you say most of the state? It says Washington. Cover the whole state. What does most of the state actually mean? Most. You got 50%. What, 75%? That's most. 80%? Why not just have everything? That's one thing that I like about the Mega Scenery Earth, is that when you buy the state of Washington, you get the state of Washington. You buy Arizona, you get the state of Arizona. You buy New Mexico, you get the state of New Mexico. What I don't like about Mega Scenery Earth is that there is a definite border that you can see between each of the states. They don't blend at all. You're flying, and it's like, well, there's the border of the state. That is one big gripe that I have about Mega Scenery Earth. As far as it being flat and no buildings or trees or anything like that, there is something that you can do, which I use, called Nuvecta, which adds trees and buildings, not necessarily in the right areas, but at least it doesn't make it look flat. But my big beef is that when you fly from one state to another, you can see that division line, and it's not the greatest. But anyway, so The place markers shown are where we have added cityscape 3D models for Seattle, Bellevue, Everett, Victoria, Spokane, and Tacoma, Olympia, and Yakima. So this is going to cover some areas of British Columbia, Canada, and Oregon. So what does that mean? Most of the state. So if it's going to cover British Columbia, Canada, and Oregon, then I guess what parts of it that may not be covered are going to be over to the east? Like Montana? I guess. I don't know. Let's take a look at this video. I have not watched this video yet. This is going to be new to me. Video unavailable. Please watch this on YouTube. All right, fine. Okay, I gotta say, one of the things I really love about X-Plane is that the freeways and the roads are actually freeways and roads. It's not just some brown smear on the ground with cars just going back and forth. They're actually roads. That is one thing that I really like about X-Plane. Is, the buildings and the definition, it really looks fantastic. But hey, maybe Microsoft will get on the program with their Flight Simulator 2020, which I have a video on. Be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Millions of accurately placed lifelike trees. Superb water masking along the entire coastline and most rivers and lakes. This looks really cool. Cessna! That's cool. Hopefully the boats are moving. How interesting would it be, if one of these days they make this so realistic that you can actually zoom in and see actual people moving around and unloading and loading. And do you think we'll ever get to that point? Maybe it'll be a holodeck or something, but man, that'd be cool. Imagine if this was like combined with the Sims, the Sims game, where you can play in a house, play with your Sims, play with your family, send the kids off to school, and it's time to go to work, and so you take your car and you drive to the airport and you pick up and you fly. I know I'm dreaming at this point, but man, that'd be cool. Or heck, just combine every game known to man all into one thing, like Grand Theft Auto. I mean, Grand Theft Auto had a really cool thing in regards to flying in that too. Yeah, it'd just be amazing. Anyway.
Rider 14, traffic 11 o'clock, 1 mile westbound, up indicates 800, type unknown, contact tower 120.905.
095, Rise 14. Yeah, tower Rise 14, ILS 16 right.
Resident 14, Seattle Tower, runway 1.
See, they have no problem showing American Airlines in their video, whereas in the Flight Simulator 2020 video, their airliners were just completely white. X-Plane is like, screw it, American Delta, we throw it all in there. Doesn't matter. Microsoft, we're just going to play it safe. We're not going to put brand, well-known airlines there. We don't want to get in trouble. X-Plane, ah, man, it's okay. It's all good. So did you see that? Do you see where the roads were at in here? Take a look. Okay, so like the roads there, they even got traffic lights too. In X-Plane. So I mean, in some cases, you can really fly down low and see that stuff, and it's just really cool. Does anyone fly helicopters? I have had the worst time trying to fly a helicopter. I really need to practice with it. That's a cool scene right there. See, and like let's add to that realism. Let's get some games going on here in the stadiums. You can fly over and maybe hey, actually add like ability to fly a blimp or a helicopter and just kind of sit there and watch the game or something. I'm dreaming, but will we ever get there? Maybe not in my lifetime. I don't know. True Earth, U.S. Washington. Explain. Now, so I guess the question is this already available for FSX? Let's find out. Okay, so here we are on the ORBX site, and oh, I can't seem to switch around there. Let's see. Well, let's go to FSX North America and see if the True Earth is in there. So see, you've got Southern California, Northern California. So the state of California is in there. And you got like the areas of the Rockies. You don't have the Southern Rockies. You got Central and Northern. Airports. Cityscape. All right. So they've got Orlando. I think this is like one of the old ones. But they... so I guess the U.S. cities is just going to be... X-Plane. Australia version 2. I have version 1. It's weird. It was just not long ago that I buy version 1 and then version 2 comes out. But at least I can get it for a discount. Follow us on Twitch. True Earth. So that's the truth. Great Britain. Oh, there's not really... I thought there'd be something on here about that. But what we really wanted to see was... is it going to be available for FSX? At the moment, I don't see any news that it is, and maybe that's because FSX has already got the Pacific Northwest. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But anyway, that's pretty cool. Let me know what you think in regards to the True Earth U.S. Washington coming in June 2019. And it's June 2019, so maybe towards the end of the month. I don't know. What do you think about this? Are you going to get it? Do you have X-Plane? If you don't, is this something that might make you want to get X-Plane? Are you going to stick with FSX or Prepared, or are you going to wait until next year to get Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020? 2020. I only say 2020 because the actual name of it is Microsoft Flight Simulator. It doesn't have 2020 at the end. It doesn't have 11 at the end. It's just Microsoft Flight Simulator. But anyway, are you going to hold out for that? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. And if you're new here, subscribe. Thumbs up. I always appreciate that. And be sure to check out this channel. There's a whole bunch of stuff on here. I have playlists of all the different flight simulators. So if you love flight simulation and you like to check out FS9 and FS5 and FS2 and X-Plane, check out what I got on the channel, because I've got stuff on all of those different flight simulators. I have a world tour where they're all flying the same flight plan, and they all do something a little bit differently. They all have a different take on it. So check them out if you love Flight Simulator, or just want to relive some old memories of some of those old flight simulators. Hey man, check them out. I'd love to have you with me. So and then as far as the Shep Rambles goes, hey, I got rambling episodes on just about anything. So check those out also. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you on another rambling video or flight sim video.